Palestine Gardens and deep in the southern Mississippi woods was everything I expected. Owner and tour guide Don Bradley looks like a biblical prophet, and he's willing to share his extensive knowledge of the Bible and the Holy Land with visitors. Many of you know that I've been praying for months for God to tell me that this crazy idea I've had was what he intended, and I think he did so yesterday. The novel is about people who live on the road in RVs and camper vans, and it's going to feature a Christian theme throughout. And the couple that pulled up just so happened to not only be Christians, but they also are RVers, and they've traveled more than once on extensive journeys out west. We talked for a while about their experiences with Christianity on the road and how they practice their faith. And Don was kind enough to give us a 3-way tour of Palestine Gardens.
Whatever. Look, we're both retired. We don't. Time does.
Matthew and Mark both record this, and Mark records, though he says just one man. He gives his name back to me.
The dog's name is Marley, and I believe he's another sign from God. Some of you may know that one of the early references that influenced this novel is John Steinbeck's Travels with Charlie. Steinbeck made a tour of the country in a truck pickup camper, and he traveled with his companion, a poodle named Charlie. I'd been trying to decide if I needed an animal in this novel or not, and maybe Marley says yes.
Criminal, who knows? But he doesn't know anything about him. And he says, shall I give you a criminal or your king and your salvation? I'm right here. And I said, now Bethlehem is the house of bread. And the girl says, no, it's house of meat. And I go, okay, it's the house of meat. And I looked over at the Christian man. Okay. You see, it's like that. I didn't have permission. Yeah. I don't have permission to share with him. So, because that was combative. And priest, of course, Israeli women, and then, of course, the court of the Gentiles is supposed to go all the way around, but I ran out of room, so I just show a small wall there, right? But it would go. Solomon's portico.
Oh, you're talking about
inside there, yeah, inside that little wall. That would have been the Gentiles could only come up to that point. They've actually found a stone there, a marker that says in Greek, anyone passing beyond this point will be pains of death. And it's mainly only the Hebrews could go on. You've got Caiaphas's palace. That's the little building back there with the little red dome. It's got the little white on the top of it there. And Peter's denial of Jesus would have been in that courtyard. Herod's palace is over there, the 3 towers. The pretty one, tall one, that was named after his favorite wife, the one he killed. I said, oh my goodness, this thing, he didn't like it.
I found a spot where my 2 main characters are going to meet in the novel. This bench right here. When the narrator leaves Biloxi and goes and spends the night in the National Forest, the next day he's coming to Palestine Gardens. And the character Charlie, who's also known as Rocky, which is at this point a play on Peter's name, he's going to be sitting on that bench. He's going to have been here several days waiting for something that God has sent him here for. And the meeting with the point of view character is what he's waiting for. We're looking at the Mount of Olives, and then across at the temple, that's where the Dome of the Rock sits now. There's the city of David. I'm not exactly sure that it's This is what it looked like in the time of Jesus. And the Kidron Valley is here between us.
Jews should understand it when the temple. And that God may impute righteousness into us. Now, David, I don't wake up every morning feeling holy and righteous, but I know by God's word that I am holy and righteous because he looks at Jesus and not me. So I don't have to go out there and do this and do that and say 20 Hail Marys or go and give alms and tithe and all that. But yes, those are good things. Don't get me wrong. But because of my salvation, I want to do those things because the law's in my heart now. It's not on thou shalt not. You see, I'm going to help you out. I'm not going to answer you this question because I made a mistake one day. I said, sir, how come you don't commit adultery? And he said, there's your lovely wife standing there. Thou shalt not. I said, oh, gosh, no. And she goes, is that the only reason? So now I say, sir, the reason you don't commit adultery to your lovely wife there is because you love her, not because thou shalt not. And if he says no, because thou shalt not, man, he's on his own now, all right? See what I'm saying?
Jerusalem.
That's why already demonstrated
Emmaus.
the love she has for him. Because he knows, would he...
You would be doing the work, because that's
So,
what's in your
so
heart.
the Wailing Wall is actually the western wall.
Yeah, that's over here.
It's the only
Yeah.
thing left.
Yeah, when you go, if you go to Israel, don't tell a
Have you ever been to
Jewish
Israel?
man, where's the Wailing Wall?
Have you?
He'll say, oh, the Western Wall's over
That's why I was
He'll
excited
correct
to
you
see
that
this. You know,
nicely.
get some idea.
But yeah, to respect
But you,
him, say,
let me
"Where's
tell
the
you before
Western
you,
Wall?"
Of course,
you
I-
need to go in Eureka Springs.
Not crying.
I guess that's Arkansas.
Yes, not too far below Branson.
You need to
Yes,
go there.
the Passion Play Park.
The play is, you wouldn't believe it. It's like being there.
Very good.
It is, I was shocked.
Very good.
You know, I thought, oh, it's just another play.
I will do that,
You need to go.
and actually, depending on the season, these people who live in these things, they travel all the time, you know. So we can go wherever we need to. No,
Any man that stands in the pulpit and pulls you out of the pit, it's a double blessing.
I agree.
That's why when Peter said, Lord, at the transfiguration, and this just sounded good. This sounded like, man, why not? You know, and I didn't understand. Why would Jesus rebuke him? He said, Lord, let's make a tabernacle for Elijah, one for Moses, and one for you.
Yes.
Now, it might have been better to say one for you, Jesus, only, but Jesus would have rebuked him, but not get behind thee, Satan.
Right.
Because, you know, Jesus doesn't need a tabernacle. Elijah is a judicial judgment. Moses, the servant of God, is the law too. See, God used the servant Moses to present the law, and Elijah represents the judgment behind the law. And Jesus is the grace of God. For the law came by Moses, and judicial system by Elijah, if you want to add that in there, you know, just as a parenthesis. But the law came by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ.
Tiberius.
What's so important about this story, man? Can you ask us? Is it time to get drunk, have a party, wine,
Amanutha. What are Bethsaida. Capernaum. Bethsaida, Julius. Chorazin.